Espresso Martini by www.buyorganiccoffee.org. A sophisticated drink with coffee added is the Espresso Martini. This alcoholic coffee drink should not be confused with a traditional martini, although it is served in the same kind of glass. The standard martini has been around for more than a century and was a favorite drink during Prohibition when bootleg gin was plentiful. A traditional martini is made by pouring gin and sweet white vermouth at a ratio of 1:1 into a mixing glass with ice cubes. The mix is stirred or shaken and then poured through a strainer into a chilled cocktail glass. An espresso martini, however, uses Kahlua and vodka along with a shot of espresso served in the same kind of glass. How to make an espresso martini? You will need Kahlua, Absolute vodka, and any of the Colombian brands of organic coffee. A cocktail shaker is a good idea, as well as a supply of cracked ice and a strainer. And do not forget martini glasses. Grind your coffee and make espresso. You will need 1 ounce to make an espresso martini. Add an ounce of espresso, an ounce of Absolute vodka, and an ounce and a half of Kahlua to your cocktail maker, and add a couple of ounces of ice chips. Shake vigorously for a minute and pour through the strainer into a martini glass. Enjoy. The mystique of the martini. Although the traditional martini is still made as described, there are variations. A dry martini is made with dry white vermouth. By the 1920s, it became common to ask for them. Over the course of the century, the amount of vermouth steadily dropped. During the 1930s, the ratio was 3:1, and during the 1940s, the ratio was 4:1. During the latter part of the 20th century, 6:1, 8:1, 12:1, or even 50:1 or 100:1 martinis became considered the norm. A dirty martini uses a splash of olive brine or olive juice and is typically garnished with an olive, and a perfect martini uses equal amounts of sweetened dry vermouth. Some famous martini lovers had their own preferences. For example, Noel Coward suggested just forgetting the vermouth, or at most waving the glass in the direction of Italy, where much vermouth is made. Some martinis were prepared by filling a cocktail glass with gin, then rubbing a finger of vermouth along the rim. There are those who advocated the elimination of vermouth altogether. According to Noel Coward, a perfect martini should be made by filling a glass with gin, then waving it in the general direction of Italy, Italy being a major producer of vermouth. How about the espresso martini? It is not Prohibition, and the espresso martini skips vermouth in favor of coffee, Kahlua, and vodka. But this is the era of the coffee shop, specialty coffee, and the rise of healthy organic coffee. It may well be that the espresso martini could become the sophisticated drink of this century. Try one and see how you like it. For more useful information about coffee, and especially organic coffee, visit www.buyorganiccoffee.org.